Yeah.
Previously. Yeah, do you want me to say? Yeah, do you want me to say what happens in the egg industry?
No, no, I
No.
love eggs. I love
You
eggs. I
love
can't.
eggs. Do you think the animals love
Yes.
their lives? Okay, this is
Yeah,
the egg
yeah. It's okay
industry.
to show.
These are the males and the weak females in the egg industry.
Is it Dominion?
Oh,
The
you seen it
movie on
before?
YouTube?
Have you seen this before?
Yeah, I have seen it.
All right,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
have seen
So why are you not
Yeah.
vegan? What's going on?
Yeah.
You know what taste is, right? It's a sense, right? And you got 5 senses. You know, you've
Yeah.
got tasting, you got seeing, you got hearing. What if I said I'm gonna go kill an animal because I like the way it sounds when they scream? I'm trying to say you're a hypocrite for being for
No.
supporting this and when you're against animal cruelty. I'm saying you support animal cruelty
Yeah.
and you're against animal cruelty, so you're a hypocrite. But if hearing is a sense like smelling and tasting, what's the difference between killing an animal because you like the way it sounds and killing an animal because you like the way it tastes? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Do you want to know why I'm here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to show people the behind the scenes of the industries that abuse animals. Right? Are you against animal abuse?
I guess animal abuse, yeah?
Yeah. Do you eat meat, dairy, and eggs?
I do eat meat and eggs.
Okay. Do you want me to show you what happens in the egg industry? It's gonna be graphic.
Yes.
The male and female chicks are sorted onto separate conveyor belts. Here at Australia's largest hatchery, they've been genetically modified to make the males a different color than the females, allowing for quick sorting. Unable to ever produce eggs themselves and a completely different breed to the chickens used for meat, the male chicks are considered waste products, as are any females perceived to be deformed or weak. They are sorted onto a separate conveyor belt from the healthy females in their first day of life and sent into an industrial blender called a macerator. This practice is legal and referred to as humane by the RSPCA. Smaller hatcheries may use carbon dioxide gas or simply suffocate the chicks in plastic bags. All commercial egg farms, caged, barn-laid, free-range, organic, RSPCA approved, involve the killing of male chicks to a total of roughly 12 million per year in Australia.
Okay. These are the males and the weak females.
Ow.
Yeah, as soon as they hatch, they don't lay eggs, so they just throw them in a macerator. Like this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
as
I
soon as
think
they're
I have
born.
something to say about this.
Yeah, what have
See,
you got?
So,
Yeah?
okay. You guys are great. I love how you guys are spreading your opinions and everything.
Yeah?
But I've got a couple of my own that I like to say. So,
Okay.
think about the food chain for a little bit.
Oh, the food chain.
Think about before humans, the top animals always kill the literal ones. We are at the top of the food chain. We are those top animals.
The top of the food chain. Do
Yes,
you want me
we're at
to
the top of the
demonstrate
food
you an even better food chain?
chain. What's the better food chain?
Okay. This is a smoothie made from kiwis, right? I am a
Yeah.
human. The chain goes kiwis to human.
Kiwis are actually really good, though, no cap.
Yeah. So do you think that's a better food chain than the one that you participate in?
Well, to me, it's all about the circle of life, and
The circle of life.
yes, and to keep a balance within nature. Humans are ruining that, right? Humans are ruining the balance of nature by killing all these animals, right?
Okay, do you
I'm
want
I'm,
me to
I'm saying something you like. I'm saying something you like. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Humans are part of nature. We were put on this earth, and we may not have been meant to kill animals, but throughout our entire history of human civilization, we have. I respect your opinions. I'm glad that you choose to be. Are you vegan or vegetarian? I don't know.
I'm vegan. We advocate for
Vegan.
vegan. That was just the egg industry that I showed you, so we don't think vegetarians are any better.
Yeah. Well, my dad is actually a pescatarian.
Okay, but what you said about the nature thing, right? Because they got a few things going on. Do you think that just because something's natural, that means we should be doing it?
No, I do
No,
not.
no,
But
no. So because they've been doing lots of things happen in nature, like rape happens in nature. We murder other humans in nature. Like we wouldn't be on this website if we were in nature.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So yeah, lots of, and the term circle of life, that's not a scientific term. It just comes from the movie The Lion King.
no,
That's
not really.
where does it come from, and what does it
I mean,
mean?
it is a scientific term. I mean, if you go to any school and learn biology,
Or
they're
cycle of
gonna teach
life, you
you.
mean?
I mean, just talking about like the food chain. That's what the circle of life.
Yeah.
Sun goes to grass. Animal eats grass. Human eats animal. Whatever.
Yeah. Well. Like I just said, some can grow a kiwi. I consume the kiwi. Much better food chain because no one gets thrown into a macerator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also chickens don't have feelings, and
Chickens don't have feelings.
they might, but really, we
Hang on a minute. At the start of this
if-
conversation, you said you're against animal cruelty. You said at the beginning of this conversation you're against animal cruelty.
now when it comes to auto farming, it's called auto farming. You ever
Auto
played?
farming.
Have you ever played a tycoon?
I think I might have years ago, but I can't really remember anything about
Ha-
it.
Okay, have you ever played Roblox?
Roblox, nah.
Okay, well, you know what a tycoon is, right? It's like just a game where you make money, and it's like you just click one button and you start making money, right?
Alright.
Right? And let's say the way you made money was by these little spawners that just dropped down a little rock, and then the rock got destroyed and it was sold. I don't know. Those rocks are those chickens. They are born into this world to be killed, and it isn't really animal cruelty because we pump so much goddamn like chemicals in them that they're like high all the time, and they're pumped with fat and nutrients so the male chickens can be better, right? But they only live for maybe a year or two until they're old enough to be killed. They don't really have feelings.
They don't have feelings.
No.
Well, I would then. So why are you against animal cruelty then if they don't have feelings? I'm not against kiwi cruelty.
You're against kiwi cruelty?
I'm not. I'm saying I'm not because kiwis don't have feelings, so I'm not against kiwi cruelty. But you said that you're against chicken cruelty. Cruelty to
I didn't say chicken cruelty. I mean,
You said you're against animal cruelty, and chickens are animals.
well, animal cruelty really comes down to like pets and random wild animals, not automated farm animals, because animal cruelty is a crime, right? Killing a chicken in an auto farm isn't animal cruelty because that's what they were meant to be.
Well, do you think that legality equals morality?
No, but
Yeah.
I am not that great of a person. I agree with legality more than I do morality because to me, plants are a great source of nutrients, right?
Mhm.
They are good for you, but so is meat. May not be the best thing to the best way to get nutrients, but I mean no. It's a very good way of nutrients, but it's not the best way to get it. But
Wait.
it tastes good and it
Wait, can we just get onto one point, right? Because first of all, you said that farmed animals don't feel pain.
They feel pain. They feel lots of pain. Everything feels pain, even plants.
You think plants feel pain?
Oh yeah, they do.
So if I kicked a tree, you think that tree feels pain?
Yes, they are living. They are living things. I mean, have you?
I don't deny that they're living.
You can ask any. You can ask anybody who's taken just a small bit of botany, and they can tell you that plants plants are alive and they do feel pain, and they may not have feelings, but if you put
They don't have feelings.
Listen, if you put one plant in a room with a bunch of rock and disgusting, horrible music, and you put one in another room with a bunch of classical music, very nice vibrations, the one plant will grow better and faster than the other one in the other room. No matter same conditions,
that's
different
due
music.
to. Can I just say something? Can I just reply to that?
Yeah.
That's due to chemical reactions. I don't deny that plants are living things, right? But they're not sentient beings, right? Worthy of moral consideration. I know that if you can water a plant and give sunlight to a plant and they'll grow better, but that doesn't mean that they're sentient beings, right? They react to stimuli in the environment. So does this microphone, but that doesn't mean that the microphone's sentient, right? But an animal, they can feel pain and they have emotions, right? They have a desire to live. They value their families. They have a mind of their own, basically, right? But a plant doesn't have that. Does that answer your question?
Sort of, but when you say morality, right? A chicken is not gonna. Let's say one chicken is in trouble, right? Just a random chicken. If it's in their family, they're gonna help it. But if it's any other random chicken that they've never seen before, and let's say it's stuck in something, that chicken over there is not gonna go help it. You know, unless that chicken, if two completely random chickens meet, not family, not anything, they don't know each other. Period. They've never seen each other. That chicken's not gonna help. He's just gonna go walk away. They don't really have morality.
Well, they don't have moral. They don't have a moral compass. You mean?
I mean, they have a desire to live, but that's the only thing that they have. They only want to eat, sleep, and breed.
Well, there's some mentally disabled humans who don't have moral agency.
What do you mean?
Yeah, moral agency is the ability to tell right from wrong, right? But moral value means you're valuable. So, for example, a baby does not have moral agency. They can't tell right from wrong, so they might wave their hands and hit me. But that baby still has moral value, so I don't go and hit that baby back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying a baby and a chicken are the exact same. I'm just saying we should extend rights to the chickens.
That is a very good point. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's the argument I'm putting forward. Anyway, so do you think there's anything else that would stand in the way of you being vegan?
I don't know, because I'm only 12, man. I don't know what I'm saying.
You're only 12?
Yeah.
You sound a lot older.
I know. People say that a lot, but if there was one thing that was keeping me from being vegan, it'd have to be that I might not be a very good person, and meat just tastes good to me.
Meat just tastes good, right? Okay.
Meat tastes good. You can't deny that. I mean,
I don't.
Yeah. Meat tastes great.
I used to think meat was delicious, right?
Yeah.
But I don't. But do you think that? What do you think's worth more, pleasure or life?
Pleasure, because to me, pleasure is the only reason for living.
Pleasure is the only reason for living, even if it results in someone being killed.
Yes, because if you try to find any other point in any other reason to live, like there's really no reason for humans to be alive. There's no reason for really anything, and that's why our lives are so empty and dull, because there's no reason for us to live.
Yeah,
And
I'm not saying you can't feel any pleasure. I mean, I'm not trying to say. I mean, you can still listen to whatever music you want, watch whatever TV you want.
no, then that's not what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying the only reason for for in my opinion, the only reason for me to live is to feel pleasure. Yeah, have you ever heard that song?
I mean, yeah, of course. But that doesn't. But you don't think that what I just showed you. You don't think that what I just showed you is morally justified just because you get pleasure out of it?
I think it is because that, if you really think about it, here, pause that.
Right.
If you really think about it, that video right there, and it's not that just one video. That's just a video of like one of the many examples of what's going on and around the world, including all the other ones.
Ooh.
That-
No. I think that's why I have to stop you there. That's why you show your lack of information. So lack of information. That's actually standard practice worldwide, right? It's actually legal, and this actually happens on all commercial egg hatcheries, right?
So what's the non-commercial ones?
The non-commercial ones, like you don't get from non-commercial ones. They don't really exist unless you're running out in the wild and just waiting for a vulture to lay an egg or something. Like if you're going to the shop and buying eggs, this is what happened.
Well, okay. Let me ask you a very, very important question. So, what if you had chicken or eggs from a farm where there was just like maybe 3 chickens living on a huge big old orchard with a lot of space and grass running around, very, 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 very happy moral chickens. And they grew up their entire lives until they passed away, not on purpose. They died of old age, and then you ate that chicken and you ate its laid eggs. Then would you consider that a good meal? Would you eat that morally? Would you eat that morally?
I wouldn't eat you if you died of natural causes.
That's cannibalism, but like I'm not a chicken.
I'm asking what's I'm saying that's quite disrespectful, right? I don't see animals as. I'd say we need to get away from viewing animals as a product, because that's where this whole thing begins, right? Because maybe one day, because back in the day, there used to be just a couple of people with domestic chickens who laid a few eggs, but then more and more people started wanting it. So that's when they had to build an industry to start this. That's where it all begins, So I say we have to get rid of that exploitation mindset, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but what you're saying is that you're thinking of you're thinking of chickens as humans, but really they're not. They're just chickens.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said like, oh crap! Wait, my mind just went into. No, you said something like, I wouldn't eat me. You wouldn't eat me if I was a chicken, right?
Yeah, I'm saying because you don't view you as a product, right? I'm not saying we deserve all the same rights. I'm not saying chickens should be driving cars or getting jobs in accountancy or anything like that. I'm just saying they should have the right to have their lives taken away from them, and the right to not be treated as a product.
If they aren't a product, then what are they?
What are they? Well, what are you? You're a sentient being, worthy of your own moral respect. They have a mind of their own, desires.
But I'm not a product. But I'm not a product.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think chickens should be viewed as products.
I am a human being. I am not a product. What?
Now there's a
anything
chicken.
that is not a human being, humans can pretty much use as a product, or anything that they can use to their advantage.
Hang on a minute. I thought you said you're against animal abuse.
I am, but like I said earlier, the chicken farms that video you just showed me, all the other automatic farms where they raise and kill chickens, those are completely legal. And you said like legality and morality. I believe in legality, not morality. Killing these chickens in the auto farms isn't illegal. It's not animal abuse. Let's say if I killed my pet. I've got a bearded dragon over there, right? I've got a dog. I've got a crested gecko. I've got 2 lizards and a dog. If I went over there and hit my dog real hard for no reason, that's animal abuse. If I stabbed my bearded dragon, which you know what that is,
Hang on
that's
a
horrible.
minute. One question. What if
Yeah.
I stabbed the dog and ate the dog? Would you be against that?
Yes, because that isn't a product. That is my pet. I care about that thing. And
Why?
Why do I
What's the
care
moral
about it?
difference between a dog and a chicken that morally justifies killing one and not the other?
Okay, a dog is something that will care about you and will love you. A chicken might give you a few pecks and never talk to you again. You know.
Hang on a minute. So you only care about them if they care about you. Basically.
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
We're talking about animals. You're depicting as if all animals are humans, and that's hard to comprehend.
I didn't say that. I didn't even say that. I was talking about what's the difference between a dog and a chicken.
The difference between a dog and a chicken.
That morally justifies what we do to chickens and not dogs.
We don't do that to dogs because humans like dogs, and that's just something that we like.
Well, I didn't ask you if you like them. You don't necessarily have to like someone to not shred them up, I just showed you.
The reason why we wouldn't kill a dog over a chicken is because humans just like dogs. I'm not saying that for me. I'm saying that for a lot of humans. You like dogs, don't you? I mean, you may like cats, but cats and dogs are equal.
I do, but not everyone else does. Not everyone likes dogs.
Well,
it's a circle of life, like you just said.
Yeah, but do you like cats?
I do like cats, but not everyone else does. Does that morally justify harming someone just because you don't like them?
Is that more why? What?
Do you think that if you don't like someone, that morally justifies harming them?
No, because they didn't do anything to me. I'm not gonna kill anyone if they didn't do anything to me. But
right, so
that's talking about humans and not chickens. I wasn't
talking about humans. I was talking about cats. If someone doesn't like a cat, does that morally justify killing a cat?
No, but if that cat is gonna scratch me or try to hurt me, I'm gonna kill it if I can legally. But if a cat can scratch me and I can legally kill it, like if a cat pisses me off so hard that I want to kill it and I legally can, I will.
All right, okay. Let me put it to you like this, right? You got some dogs and some cats, right? They're doing nothing wrong. They're not dangerous to you at all. They've not threatened your life, your family, nothing, right?
Yeah.
But you don't like them. Someone doesn't like them, say for example, they've got a lot of dogs in the back garden. They're living a happy life, right? And then one day they take them into a shed, they cut off the head, and they eat their body parts. Are you against that?
No. Because like you said, those dogs don't care about me. Those dogs have no association with me whatsoever, and I wouldn't really care.
Wait, so so you're for killing dogs, right? So do you think that just because someone doesn't like you, that means they deserve to be killed?
They don't deserve to be killed, but if they were, I wouldn't care. I'm not saying that I would not be happy if those dogs got killed. I mean, like, dogs, anything dying.
Why not?
No. Listen, anything dying is sad, right? Anything dying is sad. I do you not think that I have at least some care for those chickens in those farms?
Whoa.
I do. I feel sad for when they die. I care about them. But it doesn't make me care enough to actually really want to not eat them. And the same thing goes with dogs. We're not harvesting dog meat, except for China. They do that.
Are you against that?
Am I against what?
People breeding dogs to kill them in China. Are you against it?
I don't really know, because like China itself just pisses me off. I don't like them.
Well, you don't like their cruelty. What if What if they were farming dogs? Wait, do you eat pigs, for example?
I have bacon every once in a while. I've had bacon in a long time, but yeah, I
All right.
still eat.
All right. So, say for example, in China, they were doing the exact same thing to dogs to what they do to pigs in where you from?
America.
America. So they were doing the exact same thing to dogs as they do to pigs in America. Would you be against that?
Yes, because humans like dogs. I like dogs. But then what you said earlier about those dogs dying in like you said about those dogs dying in that little example you gave me, I still wouldn't care enough to do anything about it because
But you
I
wouldn't
couldn't.
pay for them to do it, would you?
Would I have what?
Would you pay for them to? Would you say it's immoral to pay them to kill the dogs?
No, because humans are just trying to make money. I mean, those chicken farms, the only thing that humans really care about is greed and money. I
Yeah.
mean,
But do you
and
think that's a good thing that all people
no,
care about?
no,
is...
it's not. No, it's not. And this world is a horrible thing. The society that we live in nowadays is just too corrupt, and we can't stop it anymore.
Stop it. Can't stop it.
Yeah.
But you'd want to stop it, would you? Wouldn't you? Right?
I
Because
would like to, but
you'd like
I
to.
can't. Yes.
But when you buy bacon, what do you think happens?
I am one of those people in that corrupt society because I have been living in it my entire life, and at this point, eating anything meat. Sorry, eating any meat. No, not any meat. No, eating
Amy,
eating the meat that we eat.
that you eat.
That we don't really. I don't really care anymore because I've lived in this corrupt society my entire life.
All right, but that
I
doesn't
just
mean
got
you
used to it.
can't improve. Like I'm sure everyone's done bad things before, but you'd want them to stop doing those bad things, right? Because
Yes.
we've been doing lots of horrible things for a long time, right? There's been human slavery that's been happening for a long time, and yeah, that's been going on for a long time. But you wouldn't say it's morally justified, would you?
It's not, and neither am I. I am not morally justified.
So you don't think this is morally justified?
What?
So you don't think this is morally justified then?
What is?
What I just showed you, you buying bacon.
That is not morally justified. That is horrible and not good.
Hey, so
But I don't care enough.
You don't care
to do
enough.
anything about it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because I live in this society.
All right. But do you think that that's a just so you don't you're against it, but you don't care enough to stop,
Yes.
even though you just said you're against animal cruelty.
I told you, animal cruelty is different than what we're talking about. Animal cruelty is 100% different.
Wait. So you don't think that what I just showed you was animal cruelty?
It's not. It's the circle of life, and it's how our society is today.
Hang on, we've just been through that. A circle of life is not a scientific term. Like this is a circle of life. Being vegan.
How?
Food chain, sun to kiwi to human.
Yeah, but that leaves if we stop eating animals, then the world would have way too many animals, right? Food chain is all about balance.
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Where
okay.
do you think all these animals are coming from?
What we make, but if we just stop it, we let all of those chickens out of all these farms.
No. But where do you think they're coming from? You think they're just pulling them out of the air? You think they're just
No, they're
popping up out
breeding.
of thin air?
They're breeding
them.
them.
Exactly. So as more and more people go vegan, they'll be breeding fewer and fewer chickens into existence. So
No, they won't. Because
go on.
If a bunch of vegans become in the world, then they will still continue to make the exact same of chickens unless those workers who actually breed the chickens become vegan, which I doubt that will happen because
No, not
because
necessarily.
they work.
Not necessarily. Because if they don't sell as many, what do you think they're going to do? They're not going to produce as many. It's supply and demand. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah. Yeah, but
so when you're buying a piece of a pig's body, you're demanding for pigs to be in gas chambers, right? So, but as you don't, when you stop paying for pigs to be in gas chambers, that means you're gonna murder less pigs because there's less demand for it.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, you see what I mean. So we can talk about whether or not everyone else is gonna change, but we can talk about your individual responsibility because, like you was talking about, lots of horrible things happen to people around the world, right? And one person can't stop that, but you don't participate in it because you're the better person, aren't you?
I don't participate in it because let's just say I'm too needy because meat tastes good. That's why I eat it.
Yeah, meat tastes good. That's why you eat it, right? But
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to necessarily find that out, right? I'm trying to find out. Okay, so you said that meat is tasty, right? Do you think that pleasure justifies what I just showed you?
No, I have said this so many times.
All right,
I don't really care enough about those chickens dying. I mean, I have sympathy for them, but I don't have enough. I don't care enough about them to stop eating them because it's the circle of life and it's how society is. I've said this so many times. I've given you everything that I can give you. I don't know what to say.
Okay. But do you think that makes you a hypocrite, though?
I don't really know what's a hypocrite.
A hypocrite, it means you say something, but you do something different. Right, so if I say I'm against child abuse, but I go around abusing children, that makes me a hypocrite. If I go around saying it's wrong to swear, and then I run around swearing, that makes me a hypocrite. Right, so it means your words contradict your actions. Right, so do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Alright, so do you think that it's possible to be against... Do you think it's hypocritical to be against animal cruelty while not being vegan?
No, because remember, animal cruelty and being vegan is different. It's different.
It's different.
Yes.
You did say, so you don't think that this is animal cruelty? What I just showed you.
No, it's not. It's not legally.
No, not legally, morally. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a police officer.
Remember, I am not moral enough.
You're not moral enough. But so it's not moral. So you think this is not moral, but so do you think it is cruel?
God, this is so
Do you think
hard.
this is cruel? Do you think it's wrong or right? Do you think it's moral or not? Well, I just showed you.
It's not moral. No, it's not.
It's not moral, right? So do you think that saying you're against animal cruelty while acting immoral towards animals makes you a hypocrite?
I am. God damn it, dude. This
You
is so
think you're a
goddamn hard.
hypocrite?
You're saying the same things over and over again.
Yeah,
Listen.
because you haven't answered it. Do you think that makes you an animal abusing hypocrite? That's all I'm trying to...
No, because animal abuse and what's happening to these chickens is different.
But you just said that it's not moral. You said that it's not moral. You just said that you're not a moral person.
Yes.
Alright.
But if I am not a moral person, then that means I'm moral about a bunch of things. But what I'm saying is that I'm not moral about chickens or these things. If I didn't have moral, then I would just that moral is like your soul, right? But I don't. The part of my soul that I don't really have, that a lot of people don't have, like you have this, but I don't, is caring for these chickens, right?
But you said at the start that you were against animal abuse.
No, I'm not. Did I say animal abuse? I'm talking about what's happening to chickens and all these other
That's animal
products.
abuse.
They are products. They are not animals to humans anymore. They are considered products.
They're not animals.
They
to
are
humans
they are
anymore.
like they're like uranium for a power plant. You take the uranium and we feed it to the power plant to give us energy. We are power plants. We take we eat we feed ourselves the meat, and we use that energy to create energy. And
You know where I get my energy?
yeah, from the kiwi. Yeah, but you can also get energy from meat, and it's not animal abuse.
Why is it not? I know you say that you're not moral towards chickens. So
Yes,
how is
but
that not animal abuse? I'm just
because chickens are products and not animals. They are scientifically animals, but they are labeled as products.
yeah. Well, you couldn't label anyone anything. You could.
Here,
They used to
here.
label humans as. They used to label some humans as products.
Yes. Yes.
Just because you say something, that doesn't make it objectively true.
But it does, because it may not if one person just decides to call something something, it's not going to be that. But if most of the entire 7 billion people on the earth say that, then it is, because majority rules out.
Well, the
And-
majority of people used to be for human slavery, you know.
Yes, but we're not talking about human slavery. If we were talking about human slavery, it would be different, because unlike humans, okay. Have you ever watched or read the book The Most Dangerous Game?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, there was this hunter who is completely corrupt, right? He likes to hunt animals. He's a very good hunter. He's very good with guns. And
Mhm.
what he does is he gets people to shipwreck on his island, and he takes these people, he makes them good, he gives them good food, and then he sets them out 3 days on his little island while he hunts them down. And the
Mhm.
reason he got so bored of hunting animals is because animals don't have reason. Humans do. They can ask, please, no, don't kill me, you know? And animals can't do that. They can't say, please don't kill me. They may be screaming that in their heads, but they can't actually tell that to you.
Wait, hang on. Not all humans can speak. There's mute people.
Yeah, but they can still have reason no matter what. Any
Well,
human can
so,
have
so
reason.
you don't think that these pigs here? So you don't think that these pigs here are suffering? That I'm about to show you.
They are, but this is not what I'm talking about. All of the humans are the opposite of the guy that I just told you, right?
E-
We won't kill humans. I mean, people will. People will kill humans. Humans kill humans. That's common. But take
Well-
people who don't kill humans, which is like I said, majority.
Not necessarily.
Like-
It didn't used to be. It used to be. Did you know that the majority of people used to want to kill gay people?
Yes.
Do you think that's
But
moral?
now,
Because most people-
now majority has changed.
But
and
do you think
really-
it would have been? Do you think it would have been fine back then to kill gay people?
No, because I'm bisexual.
Yeah. So you're bisexual, right? But that
Yeah.
doesn't change your moral value just because some people might not like you because you're bisexual.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I was a chicken,
Yeah.
then like if I was a chicken, I wouldn't like to be killed because I have a reason to live. But since I'm a human, we're the ones who are doing the killing because
Chickens don't have a reason to live.
No, they don't, because like I said, they're labeled as products.
Well, they used to label gay people as whatever they used to say. They used to label gay people as worthless and diseased and stuff like that.
But they don't anymore, and they have been labeling chickens as products throughout since humans started. There's not been like in tribal times, in the beginning of time, they didn't like pick up a chicken and say, oh, you're gonna be my best friend pet. No, they needed to survive. They killed it, they cooked it, and they made it farm. They laid its eggs. And I'm talking about when people
Do you think you
were
need
like-
to eat chickens to
they
survive?
had they had leaves over their dicks, and they had little spears. I'm talking about tribal times, okay? And throughout history, it's been the
In
same. Like
tribal
you said,
times.
back then, like you say, back then, gay people were
Yeah.
labeled as They were labeled as
Wait.
horrible
Oh,
people. They were
don't
labeled
say.
as disgusting.
Don't,
You right?
don't. Yeah.
Back then,
Yeah.
majority agreed. Majority thought that gay people were horrible. They were like people were Nazis, and they thought gay people were Jews. Right? That's what
Yeah.
they thought. But now, in today's time, we can accept gay people. People still don't, but majority can accept people. But it's different because back then people didn't accept gay people, and now people do. But back then people labeled chickens as products, and we still do today. It's been going out throughout history.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, right, back then, they thought that it was okay, but that doesn't mean that it's actually okay, right? So I'm saying now, it's still not. Do you think it was okay back then? If I had a time machine, do you think it would be fine for me to travel back in time and kill
Yes.
gay people?
Wait, no. I thought you were talking about chickens. No.
So you don't think that's moral, even though it's...
No, because you were part of majority. Listen, it's because you... Okay, I'm not talking about you're vegan, okay? I'm talking about, let's say you were born when they didn't like gay people. You were brainwashed to think that gay people are horrible. You didn't actually have any morality. People did, but if you were among majority people...
Brainwashed.
Yes.
That's an interesting word.
Yes, because you're about to say somehow I've been brainwashed to eat chicken, but everyone has been brainwashed their entire lives.
Yeah, exactly, it's brainwashing. It's not logical. It's just brainwashing. I'm not trying to equate homophobia to animal abuse. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying that the homophobic people have been brainwashed, just like people who eat animals have also been brainwashed.
Yes, but the brainwashing, if we can call it that, has been going out since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been homophobia brainwashing since the beginning of time.
Yeah, but it's changed, and has the thought of chickens changed? Yes, it has. People like you and all of the other influencers who are trying to who make a stand. I love how you guys are doing that, but still, people are changing and they're becoming vegan and vegetarian and pescatarian. You know, all those things. But still, majority is still there, and even though it's slowly changing, we don't know if it surely is.
Why can't you be part of that slowly change? Why can't you be part of that change?
Because, like I said, I like meat. I like meat.
So all that stuff about brainwashing and we've been doing it for thousands of years. It's not because of that. It's just because you like meat. You can be honest.
Yes, because I've been brainwashed to like meat. If I got rid of it, I don't know what I would do without it. I'd probably go insane. You know, so it's just because it's part of my nature. It's part of my nature.
So you're just used to it, you mean?
Yes, I'm so used to it that it's like a drug, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know it's wrong, but you just couldn't stop.
Yes, because it's part of me.
Yeah, so all right, okay,
it's hard. It's so hard to change.
It took you a while, but you got there, right? So you know it's wrong. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I got some guidance for you here. It's called a website called Vegan Bootcamp. It's got lots of recipes and guidance and mentors, so it can help you go vegan. Yeah.
But still, I don't think I could join. I don't think I could join you guys going vegan.
You don't think you could join? That's what they all say.
Yeah.
That's what they all say. I could never go vegan. I was just like you once. I could never go vegan. Everyone says that until one day something just clicks, you know. But okay. I've enjoyed this conversation, but
I have to.
Yeah, but just like. Let me let you know this, right? Until the day that you go vegan, you will be a conscious animal abuser through your actions. So I'll just let that rest in your conscience as you decide what side of history you want to stand on.
I will.
Yeah, okay. I got some guidance there. Do you want to know what my YouTube channel is?
Sure. I thought you were KSI for a second.
KSI?
Yeah.
No, I'm not KSI. I'm KNDA. I haven't got anything on this topic on my channel yet. And this is my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway, I've enjoyed this conversation. It's quite a long conversation, you know.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There's a lot to say.
Anyway, so so you're 12 years old. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael.
What's yours?
My name's Cain.
Cain.
Nice to meet you. Anyway,
It was nice to meet you.
you talk like you talk like you're about 21.
I know. People say that I act like an adult, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been an interesting conversation, right? It's just. Do you think that this is a conversation that needs to be had?
Yes.
Yeah,
People need to hear what you have to say, and you need to hear what people have to, and other people have to say.
Yeah. There's something else I want to show you. There's a documentary called Dominion, which that footage was from. It's called Dominion. Let me just send it to you. Okay, there you go. This is a documentary, and also it's called Dominion.
Yeah.
And there's also a speech by a man named Gary Yourofsky. Right, he really drives home the moral imperative we have to change our lifestyles and be vegan. Let me just search it up. Let me just find it for you. Yeah, he has a speech. It's got millions and millions of views on YouTube. It's called The Most Important Speech You Will Ever Hear.
Yeah.
And he's got a Q&A after it. Yeah, his name's Gary Yourofsky. So do you want to screenshot that so you don't lose it?
Yeah, I just screenshotted it.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good.
This is not an isolated incident. Don't for 1 minute think that this is an isolated incident. This is how slaves are treated. You don't really think that slaves get treated nicely, do you? You really think white people were nice when they shipped black people over here on ships? You don't think Nazis were nice when they walked Jews and gypsies into the gas chambers, do you? And this happens because you want to buy those products. Yeah, that guy's a scumbag for doing that. But he's doing that because you want to eat what comes out of her body. And enough already. You're not a caveman and you're not a cavewoman anymore. Stop acting like Neanderthals. This is 2010. Give it up. It's not cute and it's not funny because animals are being abused. It is not your right, it is not your freedom to do this to them. You don't get to have freedom when somebody else doesn't. That's a violation. And if you wonder why vegans get so upset sometimes, like I am right now, you just saw some of it. Every time we show up at a farm, somebody's punching, kicking, and stabbing somebody. And something else that I'm curious about, how come when I show videos like this of people punching and kicking animals, people are more upset with that than when they shove a knife in their throat? So even if you find a farm where they're not punching and kicking, when they shove a knife in their throat or put a bullet between their eyes, how is that not cruelty?
I'm probably gonna lose the links, but I can see the names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Yeah, and anyway, so you're gonna lose the links. Just screenshot it. Is there anything else you want to say before you leave?
No, not really.
More questions? Yeah. Just watch Dominion, because it's honestly horrible. What happens to animals for people like you who addicted to the drug?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible what they do to animals. It's disgraceful. 2.8 trillion animals a year. It's absolutely horrible. But anyway, I've enjoyed this conversation with you.
I have to.
Okay, bye.
You have a great day.
Okay, bye, Michael. Bye.
Bye, Cain.
See ya. Wow, that was a long question. That was a long conversation. How was that, like, well, like 40-50 minutes? anyway, that's like, you don't usually get them kind of arguments like food chain though, circle of life though, on these kind of things. Anyway, that was a good conversation. Longer than I thought it would be. But yeah. That was very interesting. Very smart kid. You know, I just hope he'll eventually make the proper moral choice and be vegan. Like, even if he doesn't go vegan right now on the spot, I would say that at least I planted that seed, you know. Like, I mean, obviously it's wrong. Like, he's admitted it's wrong to not just go vegan, right? But I mean, like, he knows now that it's wrong. I think now he has more awareness and more accountability, so that means he's more likely to change in the future. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think it's too much of a bad thing if it's not a bad thing. Does it make you a bad activist if they don't go vegan on the spot? But it's not a justification, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but that was a good conversation. I think I'm gonna do a couple more. I had like 2 shorter ones earlier. Right, I think I'm gonna have a couple more.
No.
Next
I'm
up,
non-vegetarian. Not vegetarian now.
you're a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Do you eat dairy or eggs or honey?
Yeah.
So, what do you think of that?
Do you think that's animal
What?
Do you
abuse?
think that's animal abuse?
I think so.
I'm here to show vegetarians too, because I believe that vegetarianism is just as cruel as meat eating. Do you think they can truly be against animal abuse while still supporting the industries that abuse animals? Left. Leave a thumbs up to support the video. Type a comment to tell me what you thought of it. Also, please share this video around so more people will watch it. If you want to feel more connected to me and my work, follow me on social media. Finally, press subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks a lot for watching. Pra-pra!